When I was younger, my mother told me not to go into the woods alone, for there was a Wendigo prowling into the darkness. I would scoff at her and say,
Wendigo is myth and legend. It isn't real.
she shook her head at me and said,
At least take one of the warriors with you.
that night I snuck into the woods alone. I did not even heed my mother's warning. I wandered off in search of fresh berries and herbs. Little did I know, I was being watched from deep in the woods. The creature watching me wasn't a bear or even a wolf. It was the dreaded Wendigo. I thought the eyes watching were my imagination. I could not be more wrong. You see, the Wendigo used to be aboriginal, but they grew cold, selfish, and greedy. Their hunger growing ever so vast, even human flesh was suitable. They had the speed of the wind, strength of the bear, and brutality of the wolf. They stalked their prey in silence, going after the weak will. If you turn into a Wendigo, there's no coming back. The only person who could destroy a Wendigo is a shaman. Suddenly, I heard a branch snap behind me. I quickly turned around, frozen in horror, as my gaze met a beast, a giant creature standing 8 feet tall, draped with hanging, rotting flesh and antlers. A looming stature, weakly balancing on long legs, with skinny, gangling arms hanging down to its knees. As I looked on in horror, its long fingers reached out to grab me. I couldn't move a muscle. I stood there and closed my eyes, awaiting a painful death that was coming. Thankfully, someone else was following me. A faint chanting could be heard in the distance. It smelled faintly of sage. I opened my eyes to see the back of our tribe's shaman and a blinding light peering over his silhouette. A light flashed and then vanished. We were alone. He turned to me with such fury in his eyes, he didn't even need to speak. I knew my mistake. So to all who are listening, never go into the woods alone. You might not be as lucky.